So Mike Zimmer is damn lucky that he got that big time lucrative 3-year extension this offseason because it basically makes him unfireable. Like teams, yeah, you look at Brad Childress and the Wolves did eat a big fat one there on his contract, but Zimmer is not quite towards chilly territory yet, but it's starting to get close. All right, so the Vikings dropped to 0-3. First 2 weeks, a complete non-competitive poop fest. No calls, no shows. Week 3, a glimmer of life. Oh, look, the offense is looking great. Gary Kubiak is ready to rock and roll. He finally shaked off that rust. Giving the ball to 18 and 33. Oh, that's actually going to work. Okay, we're in. And the defense first half looked kind of shoddy at times. Holton Hill got burned by some UDFA from Holy Cross. That would be a reoccurring theme, by the way. But overall, I mean, the Vikings did roll into the half. It's like, okay, this team is not terrible. Get out of here with a win. Beat the AFC Championship game participants, Tennessee Titans, and then just move on with life at 1-2, and then life will be good. Then the second half happened, and two of the major knocks against Mike Zimmer has been lack of halftime adjustments as well as clock management. And both of those hens came home to roost. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Both of those chickens came home to roost today because, I mean, Mike Zimmer thoroughly got outcoached, and he's doing the post-game presser right now, and he can throw all the players under the bus that he wants, including Harrison Smith. Like, he's taking some pretty direct, non-direct shots at Harrison Smith, saying that he's trying to do too much on the back end. Yeah, okay, with your precious defense. But it's really inexcusable because big respect to Mike Vrabel and Art Smith because they completely changed up what wasn't working in the first half. They adjusted to the Vikings offense. Kirk Cousins, outside of that 71-yard bomb to Justin Jefferson, didn't really get much going. That defense was getting all up in Kirk Cousins' grill. It was an issue with the Vikings offensive line. But, I mean, the Vikings were hanging tough. And it just showed that they are still a very solid team despite stumbling out the starting gates this year. And the Vikings still had a shot to run out the clock. The play calling of that was absolutely atrocious. And now Zimmer can just say that it's like, oh, it's Kubiak. It's Kubiak. Are you the head coach or are you not? So a head coach would have oversight to maybe not direct play calling on that final drive, but overall tenor. Like what is our theme going to be? Like, how are we going to approach this? And guess what? As offensive coordinator, he has to listen to you, Zim, because you are the CEO of this team. The buck starts and stops with you, right? So I don't want to hear any of that, why the team was so deficient in that 4-minute offense where they end up in 3rd and 15, that little check down to Kyle Rudolph, and then he gets out of bounds. Okay. That's on coaching. Mental error by Kyle, sure, but that's on coaching. You need your tight end coach, Brian Periani, instead of looking like the dad from the Wonder Years, to be like, hey, if you catch the ball, stay in bounds. Have that clock run. But I digress there. But that defense, the Tennessee Titans offense, struggled in the first half. Derrick Henry was going to get his, especially as the game goes along. Just keep punching. Ryan Tannehill looking like not Tannehill, not like the former converted Texas A&M wide receiver. He's actually looking like a competent NFL quarterback back there, just tearing apart the Vikings defense, play after play after play. Oh, big play. There's Humphreys. Corey Davis. A 61-yard bomb down the post to Khalif. I forget his name, but on the Jeff Gladney play. And then Zimmer in the post game can be like, well, the safeties, they blew their responsibility. It's your responsibility, Zim. I mean, so where were the halftime adjustments, huh? It seems like you got outmaneuvered. Like they were playing chess. You were playing a game that is less intellectually involved than chess. Can't think of the cliche. And then also, we haven't even gotten to the time management yet. So that Jonnu Smith catch, where it was clear that was a catch, maybe it wasn't, whatever, but it was absolutely crystal clear that there was zero video evidence that was going to overturn that catch, right? So Jonnu Smith, he secured it. He rolled over. Harrison was on top of him. He didn't see the ball come out. Who in the right mind in the booth upstairs, like offensive quality controls, being like, yeah, challenge it? Or did Zimmer just go rogue? Like, are the assistants in his ear who are actually watching the play the same video that the referee is going to see? Stupid cleat in the face Blakeman. It's like, don't challenge it. Well, I won my first challenge. I'm going to challenge it. Bah. So completely burned a timeout, completely got rid of the rest of the challenges for the rest of the game. Do you think that timeout might have come in handy on that last drive, huh? As everything was going to ass, everything was clown shoes, everything was falling apart. Don't you think just timeout, just to settle things down before it got to 4th and 26? Do you think that would be better? Honestly, it is just absolutely frustrating because, I mean, if Zimmer had done what he wanted to do and go into this final year as a lame duck, and again, I think he would have been perfectly fine doing that. I think Zimmer would be in real trouble before the bye. I think he might have been, because these first 2 losses, like, yeah, you can blame on young players, you can blame on no preseason all you want, but it is your job. Literally, the only job you have is to have your team ready to play on Sunday. They didn't the first 2 weeks. They did week 3, and then they were not in the second half. And you just completely got to coach. You mismanaged the clock. And yeah, you could say offensive line this, offensive line that, Kirk Cousins this, Kirk Cousins that, but your defense yet again gave up 444 yards, 6th most under your watch, and was just a train wreck yet again. And you're supposed to be this cornerback whisperer, cornerback guru. Gladney is horrible. Holton Hill's terrible. Mike Hughes was bad until he broke his friggin' neck again. And then Cameron Dantzler looked okay, and then he got dinged up with the ribs. Where is it? Where is it, Zim? That's what I want to know. And frankly, if this continues to spiral out of control, where the Vikings either don't show or it's a cavalcade of coaching errors that result in a heartbreaking loss, if that continues throughout the season, I think the odds that Zimmer may get fired, even though the Wilfs would have to pay him out pretty massively on those 3 years remaining, I think you can have that conversation. I think you can, but we'll see. Keep up alive. 0-3 Texans coming up. How can you lose to a team that hasn't won yet? They're probably saying the same thing. But your thoughts, Zimmer, blame, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.